All right, everybody, welcome back to Welcome to Earth. Now, we have with us, this is Welcome to Earth, by the way, the show where we talk to the supernatural, the otherworldly, and sometimes just plain ordinary. We have with us in studio currently a yokel named Skirt.
Well, hello.
And we've also got two other guests yet to be announced. And the first of those two is... Oh, goodness. Yeah, he wants me to say that he's a small business owner, so... All right, let's just let him in. This is my Uncle Lenny. Billy Smart, open the door. My Uncle Lenny's back there. Just let him in.
Ha ha ha, my boy.
Hey.
Come and give me a kiss.
I don't... Okay. All right, okay.
Right on the chin.
Yeah, all right. Welcome to the show, Uncle Lenny.
Hey, kiddo.
You kind of made me invite you, so here you are.
I am having to crash on Zach's couch for a couple days.
Tell him why.
Well, not because I want to, although it's a pleasure. He's got a great couch. It's a triple cushion, foldable couch to when I sit on it. I'm a little bit too big, so it folds down in the middle.
It's not meant to fold, yeah.
But I've had to stay on Zach's couch. My dog kicked me out of the house. I sat on I sat in its bed as a little joke, a little prank, and it got upset about its personal space, so I'm having to take some time. But I'm also here as a small business owner. I'm not going to make it about my relationship with Zach.
I was going to, yeah, well, that's good to know, but it's also, you're kind of sugarcoating the thing about how you got kicked out. You're calling it a dog. I mean, that was my Aunt Marie. And
yeah.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to her about her like that. That's really rude.
It's kind of an inside joke I have with the rest of the family that when she's not around, I refer to my wife as a dog.
Yeah, nobody's laughing but you, though. It's not a good joke. We're related to her. We're not related to you.
But it's one of those funny gags that, like, we can talk about as guys.
Well, you say it with women around, too.
It used to make you laugh all the time until you realized who I was talking about, of course. But when I would describe a dog doing these various things, you thought I was so silly. And I miss those times, Zach. I miss you. I think we should talk. We should hang out more.
Look, I mean, you're family now, so you're welcome to stay on my couch.
But I don't want to mess up your little podcast here.
Right.
I'm not here to talk about, how much I'd like you to talk to your aunt next time you get the chance. I don't want to talk about all that. I do want to promote my business that I'm working on.
What are you sucking on over there?
I got really into these honey sticks. I
mean, well, it's not great podcasting etiquette to slurp into the mic,
but the audience won't know really how tasty they are unless they kind of get the full thing. I can't get it open.
Yeah, that's maybe for the best. But yeah, you're still making the sucky noises as you're attempting to get it open into the mic. You can look away as you do that part. It would actually be better. Would you?
Damn this thing.
Yeah, sorry about that, but maybe
Here, give me yours.
Okay, that's mine though.
All right, well, that's okay as long as you know how much I like them. Here, let me give it another go. Hold on.
All right, here, let me give you a hint. If you bite down on it when it's like in the vertical position.
I know how to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
To think. Listen, when you were younger, I used to teach you everything you knew. All right. You remember that one time that I took you on a drive in my car? When the dog kept barking at the house,
That was Aunt Marie, man. She was not barking. She was complaining at you for being drunk while driving.
When she complains, it kind of sounds like she's barking, like a dog.
Dude, it's not a funny joke. It's misogynistic. It's my aunt as well.
But she till love till we thrust or whatever the thing. What's the Bible verse or whatever you say during the wedding? I don't remember. I had to double stand in during, this. It was a kind of the big part of when we got married. I was gone for those couple days and I had someone stand in.
I don't know if I realized that at the time. I was very young, but till us thrust.
That was me trying to remember the line necessarily.
I think it's you're slurping right into the mic again, man.
I think I got a little something.
You got a little bit of the honey?
It's good.
Here, do you want me to pre-bite it for you?
No, I don't need your help.
Well, all right. I mean,
I was alive for 30 years before you were around.
I know you were. And you were drunk for almost all of them. And that's why Aunt Marie kicked you out.
Have you hit 21 yet? Can we have a brewski together?
Yeah, I'm now 32.
Wow.
Yeah.
That really puts it into perspective.
I'm going to die next year. Those are
Holy
the rules.
Oh, me too.
Wait, you're the same age.
No. I'm 30. I'm 61. Holy shit.
Oh,
God,
man.
30 years really passed by since you were born, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's no wonder I can't really look my wife in the eye.
So wait, how long ago did you and Aunt Marie get separated?
Well, we are legally separated, but for financial reasons, we have to stay in the same house. It's a house arrest situation that's gone too long. The courts kept pushing the date down, and now my like a tree, my ankle has grown around the ankle brace, so I'm kind of indefinitely trapped there.
So what are you doing here?
I had my stand-in.
You got him ankle braceleted
he's
to your wife.
His ankle that he got. Yeah. He's
Okay.
To my wife. We're legally bound to each other, which is really the biggest issue.
Yeah.
Ball and chain is kind of the real
Yeah.
message there. But
okay, I feel like maybe let's just forget about Aunt Marie. It's kind of painful for me to hear you talk about her this way. So let's move past that and hear about your whatever small business you're trying to spin up right now.
I'm getting really into these honey steaks recently.
Wait, eating them or?
Well, kind of. You'd think if you started eating them, you'd kind of get sick of them. But I want to know how many I can have before I really get sick of them. So I'm filming the challenge. And I'm posting it online of how many honey sticks can I eat until I get really depressed.
Yeah, so it's not until you get full or you can't eat anymore. It's until you don't want to.
Yeah, but specifically, like, how sad does it make me?
I'm like, honestly, how sad have you been able to get?
I'm really fucking sad.
Oh, no.
But I gotta say, like, my mood gets better with each one, so I'm hoping it kind of starts going in reverse. Like, maybe I'll have a good day, and then the honey stick will make it bad. And I'll be like, I'm trying to train my body to only get sad when I have honey sticks.
Interesting. So you can't get sad otherwise?
So I can't get it. So then I'll cut them off cold turkey, and then I'll just be happy all the time.
But then you'll be like going through like a sugar depression, I feel like. Do you mind slurping?
Do you remember when I took you fishing when you were young, and there's a trout in the water, and I couldn't find the net, so I held you by the ankles, and I dipped your head underwater so you could grab it from the reel, but then the hook got lodged in your hand, and then I dropped you, and so I was just pulling you by a fishing pole by the hand for 25 minutes off the back of the boat because we couldn't reel you in. It was too heavy without the pole snapping, so I had to pull you on a fishing rod through the water back to the house. You remember that?
Do you want to know? I actually can't remember that. I lost consciousness. But you love telling the story, so I feel like I've heard this story a million times that maybe I can remember.
You screamed for 25 seconds and then were silent for the next 24 and a half minutes.
Yeah, it was rough. It was a hard experience. I don't. You tell this story like it's some fun romp, but I suffered. You traumatized me.
Well, no, me and your uncle, Lester, for the listeners, he's not related, but he crashed. He got kicked out. Listen, he's your uncle Lester, and we don't really talk about kind of his relationship with the family, but got us hooting and hollering for a long time. I tell that story constantly. It's one of your best moments. I gotta say, you made the whole day.
Uncle Lester was not at all associated with our family. He was your friend. Like when we were going to fish every now and then, we would drive by the tackle shop and he would be hiding out behind it and you would just pick him up in your pickup truck.
Well, it's because he was...
I don't know who he was.
Well, he wasn't allowed in most public places, and that's not his fault, really. He kind of got into a bad situation when he was 41. But he was young, it's like you kind of go crazy during that time, and he shouldn't be held accountable for it. But
what did he do? Because you've never told me this before. You've never really wanted to talk about Uncle Lester.
Well, it's because he disappeared. I mean, like in post him disappearing, it was really hard to talk about. But really, since these honey sticks came about, I've been way more willing to talk about the things that make me sad. And so what did he hit? Man, what was he on the run for? I mean, he was running but it was a mental thing.
Just cardio.
It was a lot of cardio he was doing. I'm pretty sure he broke into a Toys R Us, and I think he just stuck around for too long.
So he broke into the Toys R Us, and that wasn't bad enough.
No.
But in addition, an additional crime was sticking around too long.
It was the town's only Toys R Us, and when he broke in at nighttime, he was drunk, and I think he was high on crystal meth.
Right, those are also crimes.
But not if you're not like caught doing them. So he woke up in the Toys R Us in the morning, and he was in the baby pool. He had filled it with a bunch of hand sanitizer, and he was leaning in it, and they found him. They woke him up, and they were like, "Hey, you need to get out." And then he's like, "Oh, is the store open?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm just shopping," and that worked. Until you stayed too late in the store, so he got to stay a full day. And then and then the store closed, and he was still in the baby pool, and he eventually was
did he burn his skin?
He was arrested, and then he got into a fight with one of the cops, and then he eventually I think just wasn't allowed out, but he was allowed to go fishing with us, you and me, man. So, you know.
Yeah, well, that was always just a horrific experience. Stop slurping into the mic.
I'm almost done.
Well, yeah, but you're not though. You've got so much left. There's over half of it left.
I'll go quickly.
It's probably going to be very loud.
If it weren't so damn difficult to open.
Oh, God, here it goes again.
Remember that time?
Oh, God, yeah, what?
Where I couldn't find my watch, so I made you keep running back and forth between my house and my wife's cottage in the back to ask her what time it was. And then you stuck around there for too long, and I missed my very important meeting, and I kept you in the cottage for a couple of days.
Okay, when you say cottage, you mean the actual house, and when you say your house, you mean the shed? Because that's where we were always meeting up. No,
legally, because I have all my taxes filed to that as an address, I have to describe it as the home address.
Oh, okay.
And she describes her as the cottage, but it's not like because we're still together, but it's a separated legal situation.
Yeah.
And it's also because sometimes your uncle stays, his spirit is still haunting the shed.
What, Uncle Lester?
Yeah, and I use him as one of my you know about this. I didn't want to make it about our relationship.
Well, you don't have to.
But yes, I still claim Uncle Lester as dependent on my taxes, and I claim that his spirit is still haunting my house, which is it's the shed in the backyard.
Yeah. Okay, so you're claiming him as a dependent. Now, is this through your business or through personal tax stuff?
Well, I spent on the honey sticks. I spent all my money on that, and
So is this the business? The business is you have honey sticks. Are you trying to sell them?
I'm waiting until I get sad when I eat it.
Right. How is that a business though? I feel like that's more of
I'm filming it and putting it online.
That's a stunt. Oh, so your business is being.
Maybe I'm a stunt guy.
Are you a stunt guy? That would make sense with those glasses.
You remember that one time that it was your 4th birthday, and I fell into the table and launched the cake way up into the air, and the candles got lodged in one of your eyes. And I'm pretty sure we had to take you to the hospital, but you're
pretty sure you don't remember?
Well, no, I don't remember because I fell into the table and I was gone for weeks after that. I could not show my house at your mother's house. My house. I couldn't show her any more pictures. She got sick of me. I kept showing her pictures of my house going, "This is where I live. Remember, if anybody asks, this is where I live." And she was like,
"Why were you trying to impress this on her so much?"
Well, in case anybody asked where
do you have another home that you do your crime at or something?
No, it was the picture of the shed, of course. And I wanted to, if anybody asked, that was my home address and it was my house. And she got totally sick of that and I wasn't allowed.
I bet that's such a weird thing to do.
And it was coincidentally, I also just fell into your the table at your birthday.
Okay, well, yeah, no, I went to the hospital for at least 2 weeks or something like that. Yeah, it was
kept brutal. Going every day you'd drive back to the hospital.
No,
is everything all right? You'd say.
I was 4 years old.
Yeah, and you couldn't drive at all. So
no, I was terrible.
Who's the one criming now?
Well, you're the one that was responsible for making me need to go to the hospital every day.
You used to make me laugh so much.
I think that you were just very, very high.
I would throw a plate at you, and you'd catch it with your forehead.
I wasn't catching anything. You were hitting me in the head with cutlery and plates.
But it would stick, which was the craziest part.
It was digging into my skin.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
You should
one wonders why my parents allowed you to stick around. You're not even blood related to us. What was Aunt Marie thinking? Why did she marry you? What did she ever see in you?
Give
Well,
me my honey stick.
It's kind of okay. Yeah, you're not supposed to get sad without the honey.
I hope, but it's not working yet. I'm already sad and I don't have any more honey. Okay, hold on.
Oh God, it's so gross sounding. Yeah.
I fill mine with a little bit of crystal meth.
Oh goodness, I had 2 of these before we started.
That brings me back.
How quickly does this stuff kick in?
It's a small amount. Don't even worry. You won't even notice it.
Guy.
What was the question? Oh, how does
why did she marry you? Aunt Marie was a sensible and intelligent woman.
You know where Canada is, right?
Yeah, it's north of here by a bit.
All right. It's one of the.
It's like Florida, Maryland, Canada. Those are the interesting places.
Well, I was born in Canada. Not a lot of people know that because it's not really filed. I file as an American citizen now.
Oh, interesting.
But it's because I was born in Canada. I paid your mother. Which one is she related to? Your aunt. I paid her a lot of money.
Did you forget that you were my uncle?
I mean, we're just such good pals.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's how you see it.
It's like I grew up with you.
Well, you were 30 years older than me, so I don't know. It seems.
I don't know. I felt like such a kid back then. You know, I was getting into a lot of trouble. And it's like, I do want to apologize.
Well, thank you. That's actually nice to hear. Because you did make my childhood hell.
I feel like I didn't involve myself in that.
You involved yourself far too much.
I feel like I could have been there for you more often.
You were there entirely too much when I didn't ask for you to be there. Sometimes at night when I'm sleeping in my own bed in my house, I would see you at the window sometimes.
Well, it's only because,
I don't know what you're doing out there.
It's only because that's the only spot I could get a good view of a clock. I did not know what time it was. And I was trying to find out what time it was, and you had this great light up clock in your room.
I did, yeah.
And again, listen, that dog wasn't talking to me.
It's my aunt. You gotta stop talking about Aunt Marie like that, man. It's not good. It's not right. Come on. You must know how that sounds.
Well, then
makes you
why
sound
did
like
she left?
It makes you sound like such a D-bag. Talking about your wife.
There's no chance I'm ever gonna be a good person anymore. All right.
You could make the first step. Apologizing to me, I think, is the first step.
I should have been more involved.
You should have been less involved.
I'm sorry. I could have been there for you.
No, you're apologizing for the wrong thing. That doesn't make any sense. You should apologize for being there at all.
I should apologize for being in your life.
Yeah. It would, honestly, that would make me feel better because every time you were around, it made my life hell. It made my life dangerous to live. I would always get a plate to the face or a hook in the mouth.
I just feel like you were asking for it. You were always like, play with me, and I would be like,
yeah, I wanted a kindly uncle to play like soccer around the yard.
I thought I was
a
fun uncle.
I thought you would be too, but you were like too extreme, throwing hooks in my mouth and tossing me in the water after your fish.
Well, I should have, I don't know, brought the net that day. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drop you in the water.
Why'd you
but
put me
I
there?
feel like I saved your life also at the same time.
You put my life in danger. The fact that I didn't die is like a freak accident.
Well, you were net shaped at that time. I would not dip you in the water anymore if it matters. You were just happened to be the right size to pick up the fish.
I don't know how I could have been net shaped. What does net shaped even mean?
Like a small young man that you were at the time.
Net shaped.
13. Yeah, you were lanky. You were skinny as a needle, I said put your arms in a circle above your head, and you made a great net shape with your body.
Let's hoop.
Perfect. You're
still in net. Yeah, I don't want you to throw me in the water.
Listen,
so
get over here. I got a
no,
fish.
Don't touch me, Uncle.
I got a fish over here.
I don't want to mess with your fish. Please don't touch me.
I swear to God, I was fishing before I got on, and I just need to reel this guy in. Let me dip you in the water.
No, don't pick me up.
No, I didn't bring my net. Can I dip this guy?
I don't. Yes. No. Yeah. Dip engineer Josh. He's asking for it.
Josh, make an O with your arms above your head. No, see,
that's perfect. Such good form.
He's crossing him.
No, but he's still got like an area in between, like his arms and his chest.
Show me your hoop.
Well, it's like this.
Perfect.
But it doesn't matter. He's got a better hoop than I do.
Do you want me to disappear again from your life?
Yes, that would be amazing.
Seriously?
Yes, I want you to go away and never come back. You broke my couch already, staying here for however long you've been here. Feels like forever.
I'm going to need to stay longer, by the way. There's no way she's letting me out.
Well, then what? Are you just threatening to leave and you're not planning on executing on that?
I wasn't going to leave. I was just like hoping that you'd like say you were joking around or something.
Not at all. God, I can't. Your family, Of course you can
we're
stay.
family, and your wife, and please,
course
you
you can
gotta
stay.
call your aunt and tell her that she needs to take me back because I can't.
I don't think
can't
she
leave this
should.
family. I can't leave it at all. Please.
Well, what have you become accustomed to a cushy lifestyle because of us?
I mean, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna end up just fucking like a gross, disgusting dirtbag that sleeps in a fucking pigsty and every night comes home and gets fucked by a pig or something. Like, I just feel like my life is gonna go down to the worst place on the entire planet.
Well, hey now, let me tell you what. That's actually not such a bad lifestyle. It's a simple life and a good one.
See, exactly. Look what I told you. This guy's. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, he is kind of sad looking.
Well,
I can't
hey.
even believe it. I bet. You like it, though? I mean, is it good?
Oh, it's a terrific life if you can get yourself a woman like mine who can make your pants out of a tablecloth.
Listen, there's not... draining your balls isn't the only important thing, all right?
But I also get
Flattening them to the ground is
a full-time
not the biggest
tailor.
problem.
I get a full-time tailor. She can take care of every kind of clothing need I have.
I once knew a girl in the 70s named Full-Time Taylor.
Yeah, what'd you do with her?
Oh, I couldn't really see all that much, to be honest.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
We were rolling around in the dirt.
And it got in your eyes. So you
Got
couldn't
in
see
my
that
eyes,
bad.
and I was crying. We had to stop. She thought I was sad.
She thought you were sad. She's probably right.
I was
She
strong.
got a
I
good
was-
look at you after a moment. She's like, "Oh, this guy looks like such an Uncle Lenny."
Well, I was crying when we started.
As soon as she invited you to roll around with her, you just started
She
like
said, "You
weeping
wanna
for your
roll around?"
life.
Well, and I thought she meant like we're actually rolling around. She wanted to fornicate.
Uh-huh. Oh, she was just like,
And that made me terribly sad because I was just looking for love, you know.
yeah.
Turns out I found it in the dirt, and that also made me sad.
Well, you also found it in Uncle Marie, surely.
She was once a man.
Did you fall in love with him as a man or her when she transitioned
I didn't know that you knew that. You definitely referred to as Uncle Marie. Is that something? Is that always? Well, okay.
Did I say Uncle Marie?
I didn't know you knew that fact about her.
Well,
She-
I didn't mean to dead name him.
She was my best friend.
Well, yeah. Well, I was told about the transition. Yeah.
She was my best friend in the world, and so I paid her a lot of money to give me citizenship, and we got married. And you know,
Oh wait, so you
we
just
grew
used
apart.
Uncle Marie as a way
Aunt
of
Marie. She
Aunt Marie.
transitioned from
That's right. Yeah, that's true. So you used Aunt Marie as a way of just getting your citizenship. Or-
And I think she didn't enjoy that. You know, I took advantage of a situation like that, and
Full-time-
started calling her a dog.
Stop. Yeah, I know. Like,
but it's
why do you have
because
to do that?
She's just a little girl.
So you have to call her a dog?
And she's just so cute, you know?
Yeah.
Little ears.
Oh wait, so this is an endearing term for you?
Yeah, that dirty fucking dog.
Well, the dirty fucking part is probably unnecessary. I
Oh,
could have
she's
seen.
rolling around in the dirt all the time. She knows it's my favorite.
Wait, what does Aunt Marie look like?
Like a human woman, god damn it.
And
I'm not gonna insult her body. You're not gonna catch me talking like that dirty bitch that way.
would you go ahead and describe what you think a woman looks like?
Giant jugs.
All right, yeah, that sounds
Dainty
about
little
right.
feet.
That sounds about
Just like her, right?
right. Yeah, Aunt Marie has
She
just
got
the
them done.
hugest.
She got them done just the way I like.
She got
them.
great work done.
Yeah, just the way I like them too. Which,
I wanna
listen,
go to her
I
doctor,
never-
honestly.
Listen, I never forgave her because it's what I was gonna get. You know,
You were gonna get the big
I was
jugs.
gonna get huge jugs, and she was like, "No, I'm gonna get those first."
Wait, she stole the last pair of
She's
huge
a
jugs,
vindictive, dirty dog.
and this is still like an endearing compliment that you
Yes,
think you're
'cause
giving
she's
her.
just a widow girl.
She's just a widow girl, this dirty fucking dog.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe I'm understanding
You're
you a bit
starting to
better.
get it,
yeah.
yeah.
I think I'm starting to understand
See,
you a
we're
bit
pals. I'm gonna have to stick around for a couple weeks.
better. I don't know. I mean, do you have any prospect of making some money to pay some rent, maybe?
I haven't had a job in a long time. Listen, sucking on these honey sticks is not really making me money. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking about selling my body for change.
Change. I think you need bigger money than that.
Well, no, I'm a big activist, and so it's not Oh, I'm sorry. It's not like pocket change. I'm saying I'm gonna sell my body to make change in the world.
Like Obama. Gotcha.
Yes. But in a sexual way, I'm selling my body to make change.
Okay, you don't think Obama did that?
If people stop using greenhouse gases, I'll fornicate with them.
That's beautiful.
I think so.
That's beautiful, man.
I think that's good. And I have a fantastic body, as you know.
Wait. So hang on. You're going to fornicate with them. And then in exchange, they're not giving you money. They're just going to stop using.
They're making change.
Wow. So you're still not making any money.
Oh, yeah, right.
I want to know how you're going to make some money to pay rent here.
Well, I'll have sex with somebody that's building affordable housing. How about that?
Okay, so you can move out of here and move into that.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think actually that's
beautiful.
It's a business I feel like I should promote more often, to be honest. This is the first time I've talked about it. Usually I just find somebody and I'm like, oh, fuck you, if you'd stopped using coal.
You know, I think we actually have somebody that's been on the podcast that operates as a slumlord. So he may be able to make a new development and hook you up.
You remember that one time in 2006 when I was living with that? I gotta say it, that dirty slumlord. Your Aunt Marie. And
okay.
And she wanted to charge me a little bit extra for using the air conditioning at nighttime. And so I got you to when she wasn't home, go into her room and flip all of her sheets upside down and color on them with crayon and then flip them back over so that when she slept in it, she would get covered in crayon during the night and then wake up in the morning and thought she'd get a rash.
Yeah.
You remember when you did that?
I do. I still feel bad about that. Also, can you keep your bodily functions like together? Can you stop picking at your teeth? Like that.
There's a little honey in it.
You can't get honey in your teeth.
This one had shards of crystal meth.
All right, that's fair. Uncle Lenny, I'm not sure how I feel.
Love you. Thank you for having me here. I really needed this.
I know.
Are you gonna?
So, all right, we're gonna be.
I do love you. You know that.
Okay.
And I do I would I go out of my way sometimes for you.
Do you?
Oh, I would maybe.
Yeah. In what context do you think you might?
Like sometimes.
Yeah. So like if I had a flat tire, if I was driving out,
how far away are you?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe 10 miles out.
I do love you. You know that, right? Can you say it back, or is that
well,
are you religious?
Yeah, I'm really religious, so I can't say that back because I'm religious.
Okay, well, we'll say it during the break.
Okay.
We'll say it back and forth to each other a lot during the break, just so I can go home and suck on honey.
Yeah. Okay. So it's Uncle Lenny is here with us in the studio.
I'm gonna stay for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Apparently, he's gonna stay for the next couple of weeks.
I've got breakfast planned for tomorrow. I'm going to sleep in and hopefully somebody makes it.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we will have Uncle Lenny hanging around.
We never lose.
That's so not true. You constantly lose. Your entire life is one big string of losses. So we'll be back with more Uncle Lenny. We'll be back with the Yokel Skirt, and we'll be introducing a well-respected DJ. So stick with us. We'll be right back with more Welcome to Earth. Why do you have to suck right into the mic?